This is review for your functions test or function quiz. What is the range of the following function? We need to put that into our calculator. So we have, go to y equals x minus 9, and we graph it. We see what the graph looks like. It's a straight line. So when we want to know the range, we want to know how far up and down it goes. So we're looking at the y values. It continues to move both up and down. So our answer for this one is going to be C, all real numbers. For number 2, we have a word problem. The street needs to be cleared of pedestrians while the wrecking ball hits the building. The time it takes for the wrecking ball to complete a full swing in relationship to the length x of the cable of the ball is attached by the function below. So we want to know what the domain is. We want to know what the x values are for this particular function. So again, we're going to go to y equals on our calculator, and we're going to type that function in exactly as we saw it. So that was 2 pi. So we have to hit the second key before we hit the up caret key. And then we're going to multiply that times the square root. And inside our square root, we're going to put a fraction. And on top, we're going to have x. And on the bottom, we're going to have 9.8. And then we're going to graph it. All right, I know it keeps going to the right. That's my domain, but I want to look at the values to see if it ever goes past 0. So I'm going to look up and look at what happens here. So it never goes past 0. So it's going to be everything greater than or equal to 0. So do we have that choice? Yes, we do. That's choice A. Domain for this one, when we're looking at this one, it never looks like it touches the x-axis, so it's going to be everything greater than x, so that one's going to be D, everything greater than x. For number 4, again, we're looking at the domain, and when we look at the domain for this one, it does look like it touches the y-axis, so that would be equals 0. So that's why we're going to have the line underneath it, greater than or equal to 0. Number 5, we have another linear equation. So we're going to go to y equals, and we're going to type in 2x plus 5, 2x plus 5. We're going to graph it. It's a line. So when we look at the domain, it's going to be all real numbers. Okay? All right, for problem number 6, we want to know which function. Keyword here is decreases through the interval 2 to positive infinity. So it's going to start at 2. It's going to move down forever. Here, this one starts at 2 and it's moving up. So this is an increasing one from 2 to positive infinity. Here at 2, this one is a constant. It's the same number every time. It's equal to 5 every time, all the time. For this one at 2, this is our decreasing from 2 to infinity. And this one again is moving up from 2 to infinity, so this would be increasing. So the decreasing one is C only. For number 7, we're going to look at, and we want to know the increasing interval. All right, so this is decreasing. This is still decreasing. So from here to here, it's increasing. Here is constant. So this would be on our x-axis. That's the intervals we're looking for when we talk about increasing and decreasing. It goes from negative 3 to positive 3. Looking at the picture, I've already graphed this one. I want to know the intervals in which the function is increasing. So again, we're looking for when it goes up. It's moving up here and it's moving up here. All right, so we've got to pick which points. So from here, that looks like from negative infinity until we get to 0, it's going to be increasing. I don't see anything that talks about infinity. All right, here it's going to be increasing from, look at this, from 0 to 1. From 0 to 1, no. From 0 to 3.3, no. Look at this, from negative 1 to 0, that part right there is increasing. And from positive 1 to positive 3, that's not increasing. So this is the correct notation, but this wants to know an interval, just part of it. So that's going to be the only part that's increasing on that graph. So check the numbers out closely. Where is the graph decreasing? Decreasing means it's moving downward. So this one is moving downward, starting here to a positive infinity. This number right here on the x-axis is 2. So from 2 to positive infinity, it's moving downward. Remember, increasing and decreasing is in terms of x. What are the x-intercepts for this? All right, we can plug this directly in our calculator, or we can take what we have and set it equal. This means x equals 0. This means x minus 4 equals 0. So if we add 4 to both sides, x is going to equal a positive 4. We set this equal to 0. We add 2 to both sides. So x is equal to a positive 2. So we've got 0, 2, and 4. You could also plug that into your calculator and see where it crosses the x-axis. A 0, root, solution, and x-intercept all mean the same thing. So we're going to go and we're going to graph this. So we go to our calculator, 2x plus 4. We've got to make sure that we remember how to get the absolute value sign. So we go to math, over to number. First choice on the number is absolute value. 2x plus 4. Then we have to go out of the absolute value signs and we have to put in a minus 8, and then we can graph it. Remember, absolute values are a V shape, and we want it to know the solutions where it crosses 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This would be negative 6 and a positive 2. So if we're looking for a negative 6 and a positive 2, the only one on there is negative 6. For this one, we are looking to see which statements are true about the graph. The range is all real numbers. It does not look like it crosses this, so we can eliminate that particular answer. So I'm going to draw a line through that one. A 0 is 15. 0, don't think it's going to ever cross that x-axis. As the domain is all real numbers, that looks pretty good. I think we can take that as one answer, yes. As x approaches negative infinity, y approaches negative infinity, that's good. No intercept. And y is going to approach 0, but it's never going to cross it. It's not going to approach positive infinity. So these are going to be the only two answers that are going to work. Plug this into our graph, and we want to know the end behavior. So let's look at y is equal to x cubed and graph it. All right, so as x approaches negative infinity, y is going to approach negative infinity. As x approaches positive infinity, y is going to approach positive infinity. So the signs are going to be the same. As x approaches negative, y approaches negative. That's the same. As x approaches positive, y approaches negative. Nope, that's opposite. As positive, 0, nope, they don't approach 0. So that's the only correct answer there. Again, we want to know as x approaches positive infinity, so this is the right side of the graph, the right end. So let's plug this in. y equals 2 to the x power. 2, we raise it to the x power and graph it. Remember, we're looking for the right side of the graph. So is this one, what's happening on the end here? It's pointing up. So if it's pointing up, y approaches positive infinity. The y-intercepts, where does it cross the y-axis? So watch where you're looking at. Let's graph this one in our calculator. So we're going to have x absolute value. We've got to remember how to get absolute value again. We go to math over to number of x plus 1 inside the absolute value signs, outside it's minus 2. When we graph it, where does this graph cross our y-axis? Crosses it right there, so that's -1. So our answer is 0, -1. Functions that are increasing for x is greater than 2. So let's find 2. There's 2, there's 2, and there's 2. So which graphs have a positive slope? Well, this one does. That's increasing at +2. This one is moving down. That's not increasing. That's decreasing. This one is moving up. That's increasing. So both of those are increasing for the interval x is greater than 2. Which function decreases from -2 to 0? -2 to 0. That one is increasing. That looks like an O, sorry. Should be a C. From -2 to 0, that one is decreasing. From -2 to 0, that's a constant. And then from -2 to +2, it's decreasing. But we only wanted this small interval, so the correct answer for that one would be B. Here we're asked to find f of 3. So we're looking technically at when x is equal to -3. Where does that green dotted line cross my graph? Well, it crosses it here, and that is the point of 3, 4. So when x is 3, y is 4. That's it. Good luck on your test or quiz.